All right, you asked for it. So, Farm Stream is back. Oh, and I still can't remember how to do this. I have like so much stuff to clean in here, and I think we're gonna write taco. So that's what we're doing. That's what I've got to do. It's a mess. But anyways, I was like, well, okay, this is farm stuff. It's cleaning basically. Also moving hay and all sorts of fun things. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I am. It's been very productive so far. I'm just gonna get these guys taken care of, get some stuff done in here, and get on with the day. Alright, so we're gonna get these guys like settled in. I've got to give them some water. I want to power wash this place. It's like exploded in cobwebs, and it's driving me nuts. So I did the best I could with the broom, but hi, Lauren, Ryan. As Ophelia would say, this is her trigger spot. We're good. Alright. Hey, beautiful boy. There you go. Okay. Let's see. I need to hang Rex's stuff up, and this, oh dear, oh god, this thing doesn't respond. Whoop. That's all the stuff I have to put away. It's a lot. Yeah, we're back. Okay, what was I doing? I was picking things up mostly, and oh, I want it. Oh my god. Alright, that's good. Hi, Taco. Okay. Hey, Bozo. We need to bring some hay over for these guys. Hi, sweetheart. And I'm going to wash these, like, bib things and try to scrub them. And maybe even use bleach, but somehow manage to do it without, like, staining my clothes. I know it's very unlikely, but what are you doing, Taco? So dusty. Hi, sweetheart. What I'm going to do is I want to scrub these things off, these like really dirty stall guards, but they're currently using them obviously. Why is this not? This thing like has a mind of its own. It never listens to me. So I think we're gonna go get Trigger soon too. But first I will clean these two. They are removable. Not yet. And then we'll swap them out. Hey guys. Although you could use some hay. Oh, Hi, Bobo. Lots of walking back and forth before deciding what to do next. Okay, we are going to take these spiders. So many spiders. Okay. We're going over here, over to the wash rack, where we're going to start scrubbing these, fill up the alfalfa with hot water, and bring back a bale of hay. Let's not forget the mission. quest has multiple optional tasks, but get extra credit. Turkey is probably in the shed with Milkins right now. That's, whoa, sorry, it's doing crazy things. These pants, they're riding pants. They're just full seat on it. What's up, guys? Hi, Bailey. And Alicia. Oh. Okay, so sorry for the flips and stuff. Hopefully Marshall's dog doesn't run in and knock the thing over. But you know what? We will. That's probably not the best place to put that. It's been a while. You know, I'm out of my, like, obviously out of practice maneuvering this bad boy. Jesus. It's like the Blair Witch Project. My apologies if anyone's barfed. What's up, Mercedes? Alright. We've got a chair in the ground. Good. I need lessons. Okay. Alright, let's try to make like some potent cleaning concoction here because there's a really thick layer of grime on these bad boys. What is this? Concentrate. Vinegar? 6 times more powerful than standard vinegar. Should I wear gloves? Nah. Use it full strength. Oh, with a pressure sprayer. No. Oh, dilute. Well, we'll try this. Here's a scrubber. Let's see how well that works. First, we'll try maybe this vinegar stuff. If that doesn't work, there's ammonia in here. And bleach. Obviously, not together. I am aware of that. Hazard. Okay. And you probably needed a lot more than that. Oh, we also need this water to get hot so that we can soften up those alfalfa cues. Because Rex and Taco really need to gain more weight, and alfalfa should help get them there. So, I guess we do that. And then, well, I guess we could spray these things off. Once again, I'm wearing my paddock boots for the long shoes for the job, which is why their lifespan is like a quarter of what it could be, because I insist on using them to hose everything. So, mother doesn't really like getting wet. Go figure. Okay. This is warm enough, I think. We'll dilute it a little bit. This we want to get really salty. See? These are alfalfa cubes. Some horses will eat them, I think, just like that, without water in them. But, thanks for the follow, Starry Night. But my horses aren't really used to eating them like that, so I don't want any of the choke. And it's not a big deal to just soak them a little bit. They'll get a lot larger. Alright, let's see how this super... Ooh. Ah! Well, I sprayed it in my eyeball. Not so bad. Super vinegar in your eye, apparently not that bad. I should probably get some, like, goggles. Does Marshall have any goggles over there? Here, I'll give you some. Alright, we'll try it one more time. If we are incapable of doing this without spraying it into our eyeballs, we'll go get goggles. This is already looking a lot less grimy. And that's the goal. Perfection, no. Less grimy, yes. I must say, this super duper vinegar is really impressing me. And hopefully, I won't go blind. but I don't think so. I cannot be like within 20 yards of a bottle of bleach without managing to like damage something. Bleach things. It's bad. Marshall's here, by the way, so he's been working on everything. He's been very industrious for the past few weeks, I must say. I can't let 70-something-year-old man outwork me, but it's happened. I guess I have to let it. It's great. You'll hear me talking to myself, but he already thinks I'm crazy, so. Okay. Felix Mutual. Look, it's better. It's not great, but hey, it's not green anymore. It's blue. And then, like, whoa, look how disgusting that is. It's just like years probably of horse grime. By the way, I'm not this green. These were like this when I started using them. Let's get a task. Easy to like keep them clean once you get them, to their original color. But I think, is there a better scrubber? Because this one is like a pretty good scrubber for the waters. Just out in the fields, there are automatic waters, and the turkey vultures like to play in them. Use them as like a bird bath, which, as you can imagine, carrion bird baths, probably the most revolting kind. It's like, let me wash off that dead raccoon in your water bowl, Alright, we can play different scrubber. See, it happens every time, I swear. Well, it's definitely a mosquito breeding ground in there because somehow water got in there. But I did find a beefier looking scrubber, which is whatever bacteria was waiting in that. Would be no match for the super duper 6 times the power of vinegar. And we can spare that innocent toilet brush from a task which it was ill-suited but doing its best. Oh yeah, this is really good. So we're gonna go on a taco ride. A phone stand. How's the garden restoration project? Oh boy, there was no restoration. I mean, there's really nothing to do. I could clean up the mess, look for any live ones, or I could just leave it there so the weeds don't grow. I'm probably just going to leave it there for a bit because of the million things that I have to do. Cleaning up destroyed corn in the garden is lower on the priority list, sadly. I could pull the weeds around the plants that are still alive, though. That would be a good idea. Alright, this is miraculous. Done. At least with one. So then we'll go grab the ones that are already in there and start working on those in the tree. And I have to put a bunch of stuff away. I have to clean the trailer out, move the hay, and ride one of them. And then go home and relax, maybe. Maybe I'll play some games. I don't know. You like my pants? Thank you. Ghost Shark? Oh, hey. Oh, I know who that is. Thanks. I like your pants too. This is so much less grimy. It's making me happy. Should help, at least a little bit. What is everybody else doing this weekend? You know what's funny? So if I have it in landscape mode, I don't know if it's a problem. I know before someone had said that vertical was better, but I've also did the opposite. Anyways, the beauty of this sideways one is that I can actually see more than 2 lines of comments, which is helpful since I'm not looking at the phone the whole time. No, Ryan, it's fine. I've seen the movie too, you know. Hey, Marshall.
I'm locking her in for good cause.
That's fine. Marshall, I'm streaming too, by the way, so
Okay.
don't talk about any of your dead bodies, but...
Okay. Got it.
What's Chloe doing? Is she not... You don't want the thing to fall on her head?
No, she goes crazy with the lawnmower.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
she's going to drop dead from heat. She can't control herself. She follows it and goes around it, and now she's getting too old and it's too hot. And I couldn't fix it just now. I spent one day fixing each of my items, not to mention 2 hours yesterday. The guy just liked to talk, and he didn't want to sell it to me.
But
he just, I couldn't understand why he wouldn't get to talk about the tractor. We talked of everything. He's an entertaining, smart guy, and I liked what he was saying. And he was funny, and sort of in a hillbilly, in a Hartford County way, not like our LA.
Yeah.
He didn't have any
Funny
sodomy.
enough.
Wasn't into sodomy jokes and shit like that. But I couldn't get him to come around, so we agreed on a fair price. I didn't get a bargain.
Right.
I got a tiny bit less than I think I could have done anywhere else, and I want it because it's
just
here.
enough to feel like
Well,
you
I
tried
said
to haggle. Yeah.
1,500. I didn't want to haggle with him.
Right.
I didn't say, because I need him to help me how to fucking run it. It's like a spaceship. There's so much shit going on.
What brand is it? What is it?
It's a gigantic Kubota.
Kubota? Oh, cool.
I don't even, huh?
Is that what your other one is? I know that
No,
Josh
my
has
other
one.
greenie is a deer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, so,
The Kubotas are nice, though.
oh yeah, Josh has
they are-
2 of them.
Is that what Rob got, too?
Huh?
Isn't that what Rob got?
Yeah, I think he did too.
And you let Heather drive it.
Mine has a cab. So have you worked here long, Cinderella? Do you know what Cinderella means? Did you know?
It means the person who with the cinders. Is
Cinders. You know, I never knew it till I listened to the opera by Rossini, Cinderella. And in Italian, Cenerentola means cinder girl.
Really?
So all of a sudden I realized, oh my God, I thought Cinderella was a name like Susan.
You never looked at a Disney movie the same way again?
I saw, no, I didn't, no.
Look how much better these look. I'm using some of your 6 times vinegar stuff in lieu of staining my clothes with bleach. It's pretty good.
You don't need bleach on most things.
Well, no. Some things.
And you really need a degreaser. Although vinegar helps.
It actually helps. It's been working pretty well.
Yeah.
This was black before.
So,
Just like, horse body oil.
oh, yum.
Right.
I'm so unhappy. Every fucking thing is broken and I can't afford it. This is 4 in a row. And this is, I can't fix it. And I spent the whole fucking
You
day.
must have really screwed
And
something
your
up in the
roof,
past
your
life.
roof has to be started over again.
The one in there or the
Yeah,
one in there?
everything, 80% of what Sam did over the course of 6 days, he didn't do it like I wanted him to, but he said, this is good, but no. But Dad's going to do it, okay? And it'll be good. Because I have to show, males have to show up other males.
Did he quit?
No, he's coming back to do the fence. That's what I really need, is the
think you
fence
just need
and
to
the
train
mowing.
him.
So I was going to this weekend, and Friday, although I think it rained on Friday, I was going to have all the fields done. So when the fence was done, they could be turned out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was going to do your field just because it was small and I could get a lot of points since I've been a shit for so long with you. Because I've always found that it's, you know, even a small package of food in Gaza is like overwhelmingly appreciated. So like, you came back the next day and you mowed the field. And I want you to know that, did you see the picture of the Times of the girl with all the ribs showing and the spine poking out, the starving girl?
Yeah, I did.
Did you know that was a fake picture?
What?
The Times recanted it. I knew
Really?
it was.
I
You know
didn't
why?
that.
They just couldn't fucking.
Well,
This is typical.
it's not
you know
exactly
what?
easy to get journalists in there right now, is
Oh,
it?
come on!
So,
They have million pictures of starving people. You know
right.
what gave?
Starvation
Even I
kind of looks
noticed
the
this.
same no matter where it is,
It's not.
to be honest.
Well,
but-
it's not starvation. Number one yet.
Yeah.
It's close. Well, they already said everyone would be dead 7 times, and it was starvation. But you know what it was?
What?
Muscular dystrophy case. And I knew it because there was a picture of her standing next to her fat brother. And I'm going to say, obviously, this guy not only fucks his sister, but he takes all her food. And so it was not only a muscular dystrophy or something like that case, you know, whatever, MS.
Yeah.
Israel had already sent the child to Italy for medical care. So, but the worst of it is, after that terrible picture came out around the world, they only, how do you call it, when they make a correction, they only did it online in a little blurb. And this
Corrections are little, you know.
and this is
yeah,
why,
little impact.
you know, when I was young, all of the WASP would call it the Jew York Times because it was so left-wing. And now it's like bizarre. I can't understand. This is the second or third time they do this kind of shit. I mean, how did they even, it's like grotesquely incompetent because they were in possession of pictures which showed the girl standing next to fat children who were her siblings.
So was it just like cropped basically?
No, it was just the wrong picture. They just took the most horrible picture and put it on the front page and
They're
sent
like,
it all
that'll
over.
do. Oh, jeez.
See?
Well, you would think that for a story
But I mean, this
like
looked like
that,
this-
they would at least
for
dot their I's
anything.
and cross their T's.
This was like Auschwitz, when the people there are not like Auschwitz yet.
Yeah. It seems close from what they're saying.
Who's
from what I've
saying?
seen. All various.
But
People.
well, it's true. It's very bad, I'm sure, but it is not starvation. Who do you think is going to starve people, the Arabs or the Jews? You think all those people that were in your films, are they going to go out there and rape people and burn people alive? I just feel bad. Israel has totally lost the propaganda war, 1,000%.
That they have.
Completely. And they've probably done some bad shit, but it's kind of, I think they got, they in over their heads because they can't make anything look good. Do you know how many people the United States killed when we invaded Iraq?
How many
200.
people, like in general, of any nationality, or?
No, people in Iraq.
Oh, okay, correct.
Army, civilians.
Yeah.
220,000. Or at least
Civilians or
180,000.
military people, but
Well,
all a mixture?
I just say I don't know.
Okay.
But the same thing, all of the civilian casualties, they noticed that there were almost all women and children, which didn't even make sense because that means there were no men. You know, in Gaza, Hamas...
Yeah, the civilian casualties now, not the ones in Afghanistan, right?
No, I said Iraq.
Oh, okay, in Iraq, I'm sorry.
And then when the Syrian civil war came out, and I don't know, 900,000, 600,000 people got killed.
Mm-hmm.
You never saw it in the Times. When did we ever learn that the Syrian civil war displaced 4 million people? And, right? And these are Arabs. And you know about the Druze being killed? They killed 1,100 civilian Druze, whatever these people are. They're this tribe that lives in the north of Israel.
Yeah.
And they fight for the Israelis.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them are in Syria and Lebanon. So the Syrian troops, or whatever, shot 1,100 people in one day. You never fucking hear that. But you know what I'm saying? So now, not that that's justified anything the Israelis have done, but you just don't hear it's such a selective, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, so...
And
1,100 people taken out of their homes, all families, women stripped, you know, the usual. Not bad to be an Arab in the race, you know. It's a lot of good action. And Yeah, listen, I can't go to heaven even if I kiss my wife in the wrong place. These guys fucking 12 of them stick their dick in a 12-year-old ass and they go to heaven.
Alright.
I'm sorry, but that's a good deal. I'm always looking for a good deal. I might not do it. I mean, you know what? You remember my great line. I can't joke with you now because you have a little daughter.
You can. I'm also streaming right now though, so.
What do you mean streaming?
Streaming means it's like it's live.
What?
I told you that!
I don't know what the fuck streaming means. It means you're urinating as far as I know. You mean I just told you this shit on live? Oh, you could stop
I
me.
told you,
Well,
but you didn't say anything
I
that
obviously
bad.
wouldn't
You
want
didn't say anything that
Well,
bad.
tell me next time, darling, okay?
I will. I did tell you, but okay.
You told me streaming. What does that mean? If I told you securities infraction, is that a felony? Would you like it?
I told you not to talk about dead bodies. Not that you talk about dead bodies ever, really, so.
Well, I do a little.
Not me. I don't get those juicy stories.
You know, that great line.
You can
Doctor,
joke with me.
my wife is
For
dead.
sure.
I think my wife is dead. He said, well, how do you know? He said, well, the sex is the same, but the dishes keep piling up. Now, what is streaming
That's
mean?
actually good.
That means
That
other
one-
people can watch this? Oh, come on.
They don't see you, so they can't see you. So.
Yeah, but they hear my nasal voice. This is like Rob having a camera
It's
here. Took a picture of me
Marshall.
naked with a pot belly running across the thing, urinating.
What?
He had films up. I didn't know I was being filmed.
Him and his sneaky trail cams.
No, he put them up, and I completely forgot, and I didn't know where, and I didn't know. I had been washing a lot in the shower here. I mean, using the horse stall.
Oh, really?
So I came out running.
That's kind of you.
huge pot
It's
belly.
really considerate of your household to clean the tractor grease off before re-entering the home. Is that the point, or is it
No,
because
it's just, I don't know why I was just
you
hot.
just want a solitary shower and this is the only place you can get it?
Cold water, it was nice. I don't remember why, but the main thing is, I ran out maybe because someone was coming on a horse, and I ran out nude, and I had the hugest pot belly, and of course my legs are like chicken.
Oh, God.
And I looked so bad, he swore he wasn't going to send it to anyone, but
Of course he did. You just weren't.
He's
Was he nice enough to put you on the group message with that one?
I hope not. It wouldn't be nice.
I haven't seen it, but
It wouldn't be nice
I
of
believe
him,
it.
because I'll do an AI of him. I'm not going to worry about having something real. I'm just going to do
You
an
just
AI.
make up fake. It's true. You don't really need incriminating photos as much anymore when you can just make them.
Right. What are you doing?
I'm breaking up alfalfa cubes. I don't really need to be doing that. But also, I was listening to you. I have to go put these back in the horse stalls and get more of them.
Oh, I feel so fucking bad. I'm tired of, this barn is sort of nice. I'm just tired of nothing working, but I was trying to run all this equipment out until I die. And I have to buy all this stuff that's going to last 30 years because I'm not buying anything that breaks down. Everything's going to be newish.
Yeah.
So I'm driving this 95 truck. That broke down. The gray truck is almost permanently broken. The tractor
Yeah.
is fixed.
Nice.
The mower
The
is
mower.
broken. The little tractor has to go in the shop and the mower's not working.
Marshall, what did you?
But this
You
is
must
all
have
in the same
screwed
six-
somebody.
It's in the same 6 days. This Cambodian guy I knew told me that with me, he could tell from my stars or whatever. He was a nice guy.
Yeah.
He did countertops for me. He said that many things happen, and when I see 1 or 2 things happening, go in my house and don't leave for 3 days, because everything bad's going to happen at once.
That's how I felt yesterday. But then I realized I was waiting for the third thing to happen after the trailer. But then I realized that the first thing that happened was the demolition of my corn in the garden. So that was
What
the third.
happened? The deer?
No, something like more rapid with teeth. They took down every
you mean
single
more
corn
rabid?
stalk
That's
and
deer, then.
shredded. No, this was
Something
something with claws.
No,
Like
why
it-
would they do that unless
I don't
it's
know.
wolves don't-
Apparently raccoons do that, and they like the sweet corn, so they'll just pull.
Oh, yes, sweet corn. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
they left one standing out of 50 something.
Probably a Quaker.
Yes, yeah. So
I heard
Whatever.
something very bad. I'm going to have you stand there holding
I
the
need
thing
to
as
finish my stuff,
There are
Marshall.
wolves now here. The guy was selling me the tractor, has 2 rentals on his property, and Harford County, or one of these fucking counties, ecology people,
Yeah.
crossed wolves with coyotes. It's
Oh,
a
smart.
certain type of an animal. And they put them in to run the deer population down. So they run in packs, and they kill everything.
This seemed like a
Turkeys,
great
deer.
idea.
Well,
Not.
not right.
Yeah.
It's the climate people. They're rather emboldened on every idea. They're right about climate, and they're wrong about everything else sometimes. So they have these animals, and he's sitting there. Okay, no, his tenant. He has 2 ranch houses on the property.
Walk with me. I want to finish
Right,
doing
I'm
my
sorry,
stuff.
It's right near Harford Hill.
Yeah.
Okay, he's the next, fields up,
Yeah.
and
On the right before. Yeah.
right. There's a ranch house.
Yeah.
Harford Hill.
Yep.
And then there's 3 mailboxes. That's him. He has 2 little rentals, and he has a rather nice house, which was built, I think, by the sister of Harford Hill wealthy people. They were Standard Oil. They had
really?
more money than God. So in any event, and they were New Yorkers, I know that. So in any event, the neighbor calls him hysterical man, even though he doesn't have a uterus. He was, where hysteria to me comes
Yes,
from.
and I hysterectomy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, or
Occasionally
when
I
I'm
read
called an
things.
asshole, I call it a rectum me. But anyway, so there was a little girl playing, right,
Yeah.
with her little stuffed animals. This guy was watching. It was a neighbor's child. The houses are as far apart as his farm. The 2
Yeah.
rentals he has.
Yeah.
And the child went in the house, and then 4 wolves. A wolf came down from the cornfield. A wolf, coyote wolf.
Recently?
Within the last year or so, I don't answer. Came down from the cornfield, went over exactly where the child was, and took the stuffed animal and brought it back up. So they hired hunters and shit like that. And the hunters killed so many coyotes they ran out of bounties in Harford County. But they never saw a wolf. And he said there wasn't even a doubt that the wolf would have eaten the child in the daytime in his own yard.
Honestly, Marshall, the coyotes get really big, especially when they have unlimited rabbits to eat, like they do here.
Well, let's just, anyway,
But I mean,
we have coyotes on the
species
property.
do migrate when they can't. It's a pretty good place to live for.
No, they bred them, they have a new
for-
species. That's what
that's
he
right, I
said.
forgot
Well,
about that.
true or not, we have coyotes all over the place.
I know.
I don't know what to do. If I lived here now,
Just
I
let
would
them
be able
live
to
here.
let the dogs out at night, like they stay.
No, they don't care about your dogs as long as there are rabbits and squirrels to eat. The reason they go
They
after
do,
dogs
they-
and cats is when they live in areas that the wildlife has been pushed out of. So here, you're
I
relatively
would eat
safe.
a cat or a small dog in 2 seconds. You know what?
Would if it ran right in front of them, but the
Yeah, but
odds
what do you
are
think my dogs would do? They would
They-
chase them. And then
they wouldn't harm Chloe unless there were many of them in one of her.
2 of them could harm Chloe. They'd eat her. One would limp
I
off
lived
and,
in Coyote Central.
ooh, look at the scratch.
A scratch. This horse is like 60 scratches. He's
Oh,
gotten a crappy out
girl
of him.
can't drive.
Well, that's another reason I moved him. But like the Johnny's little brother,
Yeah.
this is new, but he was just littered in bite marks every day. So hopefully he'll be better now.
I'm going to do this roof, and it's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna feed
Is
it
it?
too. Wait, no,
It's
I
gonna
got,
be the most waterproof roof I've ever felt.
every fucking thing he did was no good.
Your son, you bred him.
Well, no, it's my
Man.
fault, cause I told him a couple of things and he bullies me, and so I give up. But I also thought, well, look, it's probably 6 or 7 places he missed, there were 30, which means what happens is it enters in place A and runs 30 feet.
To go somewhere else.
Okay, thank you for letting me talk
Hey,
and stop.
well,
But I took a 10 after the 15, or 10,
you took what?
another 10.
A 10 of what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what breaks my heart, because I have no work to do now, I'm just
You
speeding.
do have work. Oh yeah, because everything's broken.
Yeah. Okay, see you later.
You could. See you later.
I just don't have enough money.
Well,
And
you
I'm
could
not
always
having- I'm not
get.
fixing-
You could always sell the children.
And I'm not, yeah, right,
There's an
I'm
idea.
not, fixing them yet, I'm just gonna turn them out. I don't have another $5,000.
I mean, honestly though, like you could fix them and it could not work, and his mind could,
Right, I know all that, but
Right.
the real reason is it's just cash out, and I have 2 new horses. And if Johnny
Fair
doesn't
enough.
quiet down, I'm gonna personally hang Lauren.
If Johnny doesn't what?
Quiet down, he's really hot and wired.
Right now?
At the end of the season, he was from his,
Yeah.
I need to like Yahoo.
He got wound up.
Yeah, and that's terrible. Anyway,
No.
thank you for letting me talk nonstop.
Yes, you're welcome. I'll send you a bill.
You watch this fucking
Okay.
guy. This
What?
guy's not gonna sell me the tractor, even though I pretty much came to his price. And then I'll have a field movie like a tree, you know, trees are gonna grow in.
I think it'll be alright. You look, you've mowed twice now.
I don't have
It's
a
not
mower
really gonna
anymore.
grow a lot.
I don't have
now.
a mower.
Here we go.
I can't go buy drop $5,000 on a mower again.
What's wrong with it? I thought.
It rusted through. I did something, everything Mimi did was bad. She said, you gotta really have this fixed. And I said, well, I got a guy. No, you gotta use my guy, and it has to be done immediately. And he charged me like so much money, and I didn't know what he did. Well, he put a plate over the rust.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
And it fell through and smashed everything. Fuck it, you know? This is the price you pay for living, for not listening to the wife. I can't, you know why I complain to you?
Why?
Melissa and all her friends say, we told you.
I just think it, but well, I didn't really actually. Yeah, so I only get to hear about your mistakes after the fact. Your what? For whining. Well, isn't whining supposed to come with wine, Marshall?
No.
Oh, shit.
By the way, you'd be better off with the degreaser on that than vinegar.
I bet you're right, but there,
Dawn.
that would involve
vinegar and Dawn and baking soda.
All right. I'm only using what's conveniently here, but
I have some, what is that called? Simple Green. You can use that.
do you think that would be better than the vinegar? It seems to be
Well,
working
you're
pretty
happy
well.
with the vinegar.
I mean, I think any one of these things would work, right?
Yeah.
Degreaser
Why
is
don't
the
you
best. You're right.
go
I agree.
find there's some Dawn detergent there. Why
You
don't
think
mix
mixing
it?
Dawn with the
Any degreaser is better than none.
okay? If it works for oil spill victims, it should work for horse chest grease, right? Sorry, my Marshall Slipface. He's a good friend of mine, and I've known him for a long time, like well before we lived here. So he's landlord. It's his farm. You don't run into Marshall outside if you are trying to get somewhere in a hurry, obviously. But he's a sweetheart. It's a unique flower. Alright, let's see. More of my shoddy camera work. I don't know why I accidentally dumped that cleaner out. It's almost like I was listening, but also being like, Marshall, what's gonna come out of your mouth? You never know. Ever. He is nice. He always likes to talk. Yeah, he's really funny. For sure. Okay. Okay. Where's the Dawn? Oh, here. Dawn, look, there's even a picture. A little cute little duck. How appropriate for some quack. Duck soap. We must have more of that on the stream for sure. Alright, we spray these now that time has magically advanced by, I don't know, 30 minutes. These are going to be so less grimy. Look at that. There's before. Just wait till you see the after. Spectacular. Like fabuloso. I really like that word, by the way. really buy Fabuloso, but I should, because honestly, oops, wrong way. Wait, way to go, Mac. Nope, that's the wrong direction again. There we go. There's our cleaning. Whoop, too far. Stream. Yeah, I don't know if I really like the smell of Fabuloso, but I like the word Fabuloso. So, I can't actually recall what it smells like, because it wasn't something that... I know what 409 smells like. Windex. Yeah, you're right. It's not a lot of experience, but I love saying the word Fabuloso. It's fun one. You know, I don't know. Do you think we have a lot of fun words in English? I mean, some of the, like, you know, more romantic Latin languages, they're a lot more fun to speak, but there's some really fun words. But even, like, on the non-Latin, non-romantic side of the scale, Germans have some pretty awesome words, too. What are your guys' like favorite words in English? Do I stream myself writing? Sometimes. When I can find all the necessary hardware for that, I'm still troubleshooting. So today I brought the helmet thing, but I'm not really sure it's going to work. I should try the chest thing again. So I don't know where that is. It takes a certain degree of organization, which I am still working on. But it's not essential. The cleaning is probably the bigger ticket priority item. And the thing is, are riding streams that great? What do you guys think about riding streams? Like, are they good? I feel like it's a lot of bouncing up and down. It's definitely POV, or at least you get the point of view of my chest, what that sees. Oh, dude, speaking of chests, last night, poor Ophelia got stung not once or twice, but 3 times on her chest. Playing outside. It was like, at first it was just the sound of angelic laughter, and then the laughter stopped, and then the Graham was playing with her. And somehow she got like right here. It was awful. Poor girl. She was understandably upset. And she's like, why does it always happen to me? Poor girl, man. 3 times. But now she has these like cool chest band-aids. Poor girl, man. And it's always like when they sound the happiest too. It just all comes crashing down. Shattered. Fun time. Wait, did I even... Oh my god, I got soap out, talked about it. I don't think I put any in. I really am a terrible multitasker. I'm not even a very good tasker. So when you throw in the multi, it's like pitiful. I'm surprised. I didn't get anything at all done when Marsha was talking to me. No, not at all. Yeah, at least she's not allergic, because it was like right over the heart, throat, chestal region. Could not have been any closer to getting a good blood flow, I suppose. Ugh. Kids do love Band-Aids. You are right, Billy. Like, man, do they love Band-Aids. It's like, oh, I have a hangnail. I need a Band-Aid. I stubbed my toe. Band-Aid. Band-Aid for everything. But it's honestly really convenient, because you can be like, you know, it's just this wonderful placebo, like, magical healing thing. It really puts power back into the parents' hands, I will say, actually. You know, you're just like, and you are better. Now go on. Walk it off. That's it. Get him, champ. If only they work so well for adults. So after, I don't know if this is good or bad. So since Ophelia, I don't know, she must have heard this phrase from like a TV show or something. Why does it always happen to me? I was like, Ophelia, it doesn't always happen to you. Actually, it happens to lots of kids. And there are lots of kids that have like way worse, they get hurt a lot worse than like a bee sting. And so, I was like, well, I could show you some pictures if you like. Thinking like, what do I show her that's not, gonna give her nightmares. So I'm like, all right, we'll look for some like broken arm cast pictures. I'm Googling kids with broken arms. Nothing like that gory, thankfully. So I'm showing her. I'm like, see? Doesn't only happen to you. It happens to other people too. And then I was like, maybe this will work to get her to eat, because it's really difficult to get her to eat anything at all sometimes. Like, I'm having to get stern. You are not leaving that table. No, my parents never had that problem with me. I love food way too much to ever. They're like, it's more like, that's all you get. No more. Now you cannot have 3 helpings of mashed potatoes. Do not best go. That worked with Henry too? That showing them someone worse off? See? You can't comparing your kids to other kids. It's awful. That's really smart, Alicia. Aww. Poor guy. How is he doing? Little Henry man. Tell you what, I could use some of that Dippin' Dots right about now. I don't think adding the Dawn to the mixture made any difference whatsoever. It just added bubbles, basically. Ugh. Sad state of affairs. Alright, well, we're gonna go get Trigger out so that you guys can do a welfare check on Trigger. I know it's been a while. You need to make sure he's alive and well. You can't just take my word for it. I certainly don't have any credibility in that regard. Why? I don't know, but probably not. He's starting kindergarten in about a week? Nice! Well, I hope his first day of school is as awesome as it can possibly be. He's very thoughtful. Oh, you're right. Good job, Mama. I like to think Ophelia is pretty thoughtful, too. And, doesn't that just feel good? When your kid's like, oh, they have empathies. Yes! Something's working. Ophelia starts in about a month preschool. Very exciting. Hopefully she has fun. It's going to be a bit of a transition for both of us, but I think it'll be good. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm trying to get her as ready as I can, although I think preschool is really about learning to make friends. Maybe, I don't know. Clearly, I never went. No. But she should be good. Are we counting? It's like 20-ish. So like it's up to 20, but then we skip some. Sometimes we get impatient, skip a bunch. I think we've got the alphabet pretty down though, too. Okay. You know how to pretend to read really well. That's good. I think I need to work on like drawing, like motor control of drawing shapes and starting to draw letters and things like that probably. So maybe next week we'll do that. The screen holiday was rough. God, I don't know if I can do all of them. But no, it was good. I did let her watch a little bit, but it's been pretty restricted. And it's nice. I do feel like she's actually playing more on her own. Maybe I'm just, like, I don't know, imagining it, but I do feel like she's become a bit more imaginative in the past few days since we've cut down on tablet action. Friends and routine, yeah. We learn stuff just, alright. You know, since I'm like 90 years old, it's really been a long time. You know, when Marshall was in preschool, they had a horse and carriage. No, I'm just kidding, not really. I bet Marshall was a little shit in preschool. Probably sweet, but mischievous, no doubt. Good-hearted mischief is what I suspect. You ever meet those people who are like fully adult, you know, 30s, 40s, 20s, whatever age you consider to be adult, because it's all relative. The older you get, the younger or older people look, right? But you know those people who, they just look like an aged child, and you can just tell exactly what they looked like when they were 4 or 8 or whatever. But they just look that way with like slightly more wrinkles. It's funny. It's cute, you know. I think maybe those people are cuter for longer, but it is funny. I know a couple people like that, but not many. What am I cleaning? I'm cleaning a stall bib, or stall guard, whatever you want to call it. And so those stalls in there, they don't have gates on the front. It's open. Also, even when stalls do have doors, people often leave the door open and just hook this thingy across the horse's chest so they can't like walk out. Actually, you'll see these on pretty much, like if you look at a picture of the horse in the newspaper after the Kentucky Derby or whatever, any big race, and there's a picture of the horse in his stall, 9 times out of 10, there's one of these in front of the stall, keeping the horse inside, like a barrier. Okay, that's way better, way better. Now we rinse. Oh my god. Ugh. So old. Well, it's not perfect, but it's fine. You know, I just thought about Whitney for a second there. It's not right, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. Pack your bags up and leave. Don't you ever come running back to me. I used to have this like dance version of that a lot. I think I'm gonna listen to that today when I get back. Maybe it's better if I get our Whitney on. What's it? Oh, I found grime that I missed. No. Must get all the grime. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go back to the horses and we're going to go see the pony. Check in on him. Down 54th Street, 9213. So much better. These things are really heavy. If I weren't doing streaming, I'd hold them with 2 hands. So, thanks for the workout. You didn't even have to, like, push up, redeem, and I'm getting extra working out. Ah! They would always guess your kid picture, Pete. Nice. That's funny. See? So you're one of them. Alright, hey boys! Thanks for not escaping since I left it, like, rather not entirely. Since you could have, basically. Thanks. Seating is just spot on, Whitney. Impression. Generous. Okay. Hi, Taco sleeping. Alright. Oh, that's just kind of a wall. You know, I think I need... Hi, boo-boo. Whoop. Whoop. Down. Up. I always go, like, the wrong direction first. Why is that? I don't know. There. Here's the emptiness. I wanted to, like, power hose, so I took everything off. Hey, buddy. Should we go get Triggy? Yeah, Rexy has a buddy. Let me just pick up some hay from the other barn. Bring it in here. I'm really glad I got those things scrubbed out because honestly, I was planning to do that for like since day one, and it looks way less disgusting that way. Okay. As much cleaning as I feel like doing, going to get Trigger, riding Taco, raking this barn aisle, and putting more hay and straw. That's the task list. Hey, sweet Tom. Oh, and then cleaning off the trailer. Hi, boo-boo. Okay. Let's go get some hay now, and the hay nets. Well, yeah, I do need to stand. Well, I have one actually, but it was tipping over. But yeah, the clip-on mic wasn't working, so I need to get a better one, I think. Like a, whoops, sorry. Woo, hello. A DJ. Why is this going the wrong way? I don't know why it's not working, sorry. I think I need to get a better clip-on mic, like the DJI one, because the one that I got, it like refused to record any audio that was coherent. And that won't work. Ow. Let's see. We're gonna bring some hay. You're gonna have to hang out for a second. I do need 2 hands for this task. Oops, that's down. It's always going the wrong way first. Like I can't seem to make it better. Or learn. Learning's not easy, apparently. Okay. We did that. We'll do more later. Because that's not exactly a one-handed activity. I mean, it is if you're, like, big and strong. Which is not me. Not big and strong. Not big. Well, strong and not big. You work in... Yeah. See? I agree. What's up, Raven? We're cleaning. Like, a lot of cleaning that's needed. Like, a lot. Also, we're figuring out how to use our camera all over again. I need to put hay in hay bags. I need to clean out the trailer, remove the straw, dump the wheelbarrow, get the shavings, bring the Trigger in, refill their hay, muck the stalls, ride Taco. all of that. Sorry. I have to, once you reach the age 35, it's required that you grunt every time you bend down below your own waist. That's coffee. Okay, put this in this clean little doodad back on. And then we're gonna walk out and get the ponies. So let's get back to some hay first. Oh, you know what? That's where it is. I took his hay net out, put it in the horse trailer. So we're gonna grab that, and we're gonna take this rake out there. It's amazing I get anything done at all because I change what I'm doing, or the plan, like order of due, every 5 seconds. Oh, there are the horses. Look, I'll show you. Let's see. What's the right button? Well, I forget. How did I, no, there, look, there they are. I can't zoom, but, yeah, there they are. Very exciting. Scheiße. Oh look, there is a be right back option on this thing. I'm not really sure what is displayed by that. But, alright, I have to clean this trailer out. I'm really naughty for not doing it yesterday after I used it. Oh well. Hopefully I can be forgiven. Now we're looking at we're in a new trailer. Let's see if there's a place that we could, oh yeah, on the ledge. Ooh, wait. Hey. More poo. It's just wonderful. No, I did not enjoy the weather at all. I hate warm weather. Like 70s is as warm as I would love for it to ever get. Your sister teaches preschool at a Montessori school? No kidding. That's exactly where Ophelia is going. Like this little one that's by our house. Seems nice. It's convenient too, which is a plus. And a friend of mine recommended it. But, so we'll try it. It's little. There was another one I looked at that was much larger, much farther away. But it's just preschool, so I'm not thinking that we need it's not, you don't need 3D printers in preschool. Not that the other place had those, but you catch my drift. Okay, so I'm actually going to take all of this straw out and replace it with shavings, which I think will be way less slippery. Ugh, God. Well, this is fun. Scraping poo out of... Oh man, why did I leave the wheelbarrow so far away? I don't know. It's not an idiot. Almost done here. Then I'm gonna put shavings in it. It'll be fantastic. She teaches in Tennessee. Nice. Oh, I know, Pete. Isn't it nice today? Yesterday and Friday. Friday was amazing. Today and yesterday, I can manage. I can deal with low 80s. Obviously, it's not ideal, but the 90s, forget it. I'm doing anything at all that doesn't have to be done. Sorry. Absolutely zero initiative. for outside things. I got really sucked into ARC last night. I think I want to stream that on Monday. I've actually gotten incredibly sucked into it. It's probably the most addictive video game in present day world of Mackenzie and past. It's also like way easier to play on a computer. Like, dude, I made more progress in a single game day playing it on a PC in the game than I had in like all of the days that I played it before ever. Like, I kid you not, I think I started a new character and they're in like day 2 of the game and they're on level 64. And I got a horse, which I'd never gotten before. I could never get more than like a chicken. But it's also good practice for me to like actually maybe be able to play other games better. Also, I did the Dead by Daylight tutorial. Well, almost finished. I did most of it. Henry has a sleepover? We came in. Aww. Cool. That's fun. You get a night to yourself. That'll be really good. Ophelia is gonna maybe sleep over. I don't know. So I'm not gonna have my Tuesday of her with her family for like 3 weeks because she's going to Greece for 2.5 weeks actually. So that'll be not very productive August for me, I suppose, but we'll figure it out. Don't you love that though when you have like I find myself being really quiet late at night, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, she's not here, and then it's about as exciting as it gets. It's like, oh, movie, full volume, no whispering, you're not allowed to whisper. Your great niece is 4 and she starts going to school. Yeah, dude, aren't like honestly 4-year-olds are the biggest experts, the foremost leading experts on dinosaurs. My little brother was that way too, actually. Yes, Pete. Napping? Where's the extra clip? Hold on. Here. Socks? Okay. So you know what? I'll just put this. Fine, CP. Good. This one hang at grass. Okay. I'm gonna hang this up right here. Sorry, Taco. There. These are snackins in your belly. Okay. I'm gonna go get the pony. Hi, Sophie. How are you? How are you? Oh, we need to put the bib up for the ponies too, because then they will escape. If not. Dude, it's always like a wild goose chase finding all of like the clips. I don't know what happens, but like I move one, then I borrow it for something else, and then I can't find it again, and it's a nightmare. God, I really need to. Well, I've been asking Marshall to use the pressure washer for like 6 weeks now, and first he was like, oh, I'll do it. And I'm like, no, I know you don't have time. Just let me do it. And then I guess I need a safety lesson, apparently, because he thinks I'm going to, like, blast my skin off. But that would make quick work of all of the cleaning needs. Cobwebs, be gone. Sorry for any friends of spiders that I've offended, but I am tired of them erupting all over my life. Because they are like sponges. Oh, go be a good mommy, Alicia. That's totally understand. That's why I'm like, can't talk, gotta go. I have to play. Goodbye. See you later. Oh, yeah. Marsha does. You know what? That's what he should have done. You're right. Brilliant. Oh, wait, but I think the pressure washer's not here. Not as brilliant as I thought, but almost brilliant. There's no way you could have known that it was not here. Bye, Henry. Enjoy your play. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, now we have enough to keep the ponies in when they arrive. I had to put 3 on here because little Milkshake, the turd, he has taken the doors off the hinges before. He's an escape artist to the largest degree. However, he doesn't seem to want to escape if he's with Trigger. So, hopefully, he will not try to do so. And, oh, you know what? We were short 1. And he'll just stay here. Because honestly, I can't contain him if he doesn't want to be contained with the equipment that I have on hand. He's a free man, an independent pony. Hi, Tox. Okay, now we're going out. Hopefully there is a halter there. Hey, Tacos. He's oh wait, sorry, wrong direction. There's the ceiling. Why is this? This is so annoying sometimes. That's the wrong way. There's all this stuff I still have to clean up. Oh look, a yawn from those cute guys there. They're really cute, aren't they? Look, you can see behind me the jumps that I redid and painted. Wait, wrong direction. Too overcorrected. All of that. They were not white or striped or anything. There's a coupe there too that I did. That was a lot of sanding. A lot. I mean, you just sand as much as you have the heart to do, basically, and then you're like, I don't care. Sand until you don't care. Although, I feel like I over-sanded this headboard that I am refinishing. So, lesson learned. There is such a thing as over-sanding. Yeah, power wash lesson stream. Well, the thing is, it's kind of like a sanding stream. Large, heavy, loud power tools aren't really great for audio capture. But if you don't mind listening to them, then hey, whatever. Or you just put it on mute. You have mute buttons, right? What? Trigger! I definitely should have brought a bribe of some sort. That was stupid. Well, we're just going to try it. I'm going to try it without any bribery whatsoever. Okay? Then, oh, we need to put shavings in the trailer too. I'm going to reward myself with book time after this and maybe like some, I don't know, something else. Probably a book. Okay. Although, actually, Booth Roy, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the farm. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Spray paint. I get to do a second coat of spray paint. Oh, so I've been painting blue, and the overspray makes my skin look positively necrotic, which is fun. It's not like I'm turning into an Avatar blue. It's like, she did blue. You heard me scream. What did I scream about? welcome. Yeah, welcome, Booth. We're doing farm stuff today. We haven't done farm stuff in a while, but it's been requested. Also, it's just, honestly, it's because, well, Marshall and his, A, it was really hot, so like I said, outdoor chores minimized, but B, Marshall and his kids were here. There was a lot of commotion. Good day. Oh, that scream. Yeah, well, the horse is like way farther away than your kitchen is. Triggy! Trig. Well, I call them in the hopes that maybe they'll actually start walking towards me and I don't have to walk as far. It works better for some than others. But look, I've gained ground on them. They are no longer very far away. Also, objects are closer than they appear, just like your rearview mirror. I do have a lot of room for activities. Physical room in the schedule, no. But maybe that's because of all my activities that I've already planned in there. Hi! Hello? World's cutest pony. He's a good boy. He's gonna walk away from me. Yep. See ya. He's been doing this week. Trigger. That's what I meant about the bribe. He's maybe a bit camera shy. Tregs, you little turd. Come here, please. I guess calling you a turd isn't really catching flies with honey, is it? Trigger. Triggers, come here. See what he does. Hi, Milk. Look how wide Milk is. He has abandoned 2 separate muzzles, as you could probably guess, judging from his shape. I'm being stalked. Hi. Hello. I'm not being stalked by the one that I want, but by these guys, extras. He's very old. This horse is the one that he just kind of lived here, but he was sort of abandoned here. He's retired, but see his ankles? So what is wrong with him? He's very old, but why he's not ridden is, see how low, like the angle on his ankle there, his heel drops really far down in the back. That's because the tendon, it's called like his suspensory ligament, is damaged. It's called DSLD or something like that. Here, wait, I am being, hi. This is Fred. Fred is retired too. But Fred was not really abandoned. His mommy lives in Wyoming now, and she's a friend of mine. Hi, Fred. Fred is obviously not camera shy at all. Hi. See all the dots on him? This color is called flea-bitten gray. I hate the word, honestly. They could have come up with something a bit more dignified, but that's what it's called. Anyway, so that horse with his low ankles, that's something that a lot of horses who jump get in old age. And it means it's sort of like he doesn't have any shock absorption in his ankles, so generally only field sound, and it just changes the shape of all of the anatomy above it. Like if one joint has a sharper angle, then the joint above it will open up. So they get what's called post-legged, which is also a term for a conformational flaw, where the horse's back leg comes almost straight down. So that angle should be smaller. But because his heel is dropping, it's bringing the lower part of his leg, like his cannon bone, it's bringing it more upright, which straightens the joint up there, the hock. Yeah. So there you go. There's an old horse anatomy lesson from somebody who actually really is terrible, should know a lot more about what all the different bones and tendons and things and muscles are called. think it would be neat to take like osteopath courses, really know what's going on inside and be able to do stuff to help. Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't winter as well. Alright, now let's go get the little pony. Fred is scratching his foot. That's how horses do that. Okay. Triggs, come here. So we kind of just need to wait for him to change his mind. Oh, Fred is like, I'm here. Do you want me? Hey, Triggers. So you can tell when they're done. Well, that looked like he was done, but the camera's also a little. Generally, they'll like. You can tell that they're not going to walk away from you again. Their body language opens up towards you, which it just did. However, I didn't have two hands. Triggs! He's just... Do you want to see what I'm seeing? This. The pony walking in circles. I might need to set the camera down and do two. Good boy, Triggers! Okay, we're going to come around the front. If he really doesn't want to be caught, there's no way I'll catch him. Hi! Come here. Don't. Come on. Hi. Hi. Got him. But we almost lost the... Hi, bud! Thanks. Wow. I'm honestly really impressed that I didn't... Look at that. Knock the phone off the thing, but I do have to set it down in the grass for a minute here. Hi! To get, hold on. Hold on, Triggs. Alright. Maybe it will fall over, maybe not. Probably. And especially if that horse walks on it. There's one that's coming up. Don't do it. A few seconds. Oh, you got bumped. Alright, well, don't step on it now, please. Sorry. That's what happens when you stream from a pasture filled with horses and ponies. What am I doing? Okay. Well, good boy. I've got my guys. So Milkshake pretty much comes in loose because I can't get a halter on him to bring him in with a halter. Fortunately, he generally follows Trigger and just walks right into the stall. That's what our routine has been as of late. It's been working. So hopefully it'll work today. Maybe it won't, but probably it won't, because why would it work, you know, when it's not just me watching? Obviously there'd be no fun in things going well. Okay. So, dude, yesterday, absolutely nothing went well. Like, I mean, it was fine, but like, if it could go wrong, it did go wrong. So, I bring Rex in the trailer to go help my friend show this pony, who someone drove like 3 hours to come meet this pony. This is the pony that he's pooping. We'll let him do that in the field, because if not, I have to pick it up. Anyways, good job. Good job! Get the poops out of the way before you go in the stall. He's walking with a lot more purpose now. Anyways, woman drives 3 hours to come see this pony. I trailered Rex over there because it was a good exercise for him to get on the trailer, do something low key, get off the trailer, just good practice. B, my friend who's trying to sell the pony needed like a nice calm horse to go out with it, because she wasn't sure whether they were bringing a 7-year-old girl to try it, and her other horse is far from what you'd describe as calm, and Rexy is a great babysitter, so he was a good candidate. Anyways, woman gets there. I get on the pony because I was going to help show the pony since I'm pony size, and I rode him in that event. Pony's lame. Abscess, most likely. He wasn't lame. Like, I don't think he's been lame once since she had him. But talk about bad luck and irony. And it never makes you look good if you're like showing a pony for sale and it trots out lame, obviously lame. Especially if somebody's like drives in so far. He was fine yesterday. So then, remember I said like Rex had a really great trailer ride. He was a superstar. He was awesome. He was. Which makes this story even more horrible. So, I am almost home with Rex. Milkish, Jesus, Milk. You just totally cut Trigger off. Come on. So, my wonderful, wonderful, sweet, perfect horse. Like, I'm almost home. I'm driving down the road that we live off of, and right out in front of, like, the front of the truck jumps a baby deer. Spots all over it. I mean, it basically jumped almost into my grill. So I braked, which is not something you want to do very harshly when you have a horse trying to balance in the back of a trailer. But also I didn't really kind of want, cute little spotted fawn on my conscience today. But it was... So anyways, I somehow managed to not hit the fawn. I actually thought I did. But I braked hard enough for my horse to slip and fall and get knocked over in the trailer. So, poor Rex. I really hope he doesn't that he doesn't refuse to get in now, but if he did, I wouldn't blame him, so, yeah. It's the opposite of the experience you want them to have on their maiden voyage in a new trailer. So, yeah. That sucked. He's fortunately only minorly scraped up, but I feel horrible for him because he was so, so sweet, and he definitely did not deserve to be scared that way. I mean, if I hadn't stopped that hard, if I had stopped any less hard, the baby deer would have been drug under the car and the thing. So, I don't know. Was it worth it? Will that deer grow up someday and end up on someone's windshield anyways? Potentially. Hopefully Rex will come out of it without a lifelong fear of getting in horse trailers, though. And then I was like, well, dude, after that, I'm not going to leave the house today. Like, what's the third thing? Because occasionally I'm, like, superstitious for no reason. But I'm like, bad things happen in threes. What's the third? And then, unfortunately, I realized that the corn getting completely demolished was the first thing. So the trailer was the third thing. And there you have it. That's... Hey, buds! Triggies, you need some water. That's how my logic. Look at how cute, but see, look, it worked. We have Trigger and Milky, and we have Taco. Wait. Yeah, poor Rex, dude. He did not. He was so sweet, and I'm like, kind of want to try putting him in the trailer today, just to, if I know he's going to have an issue, I want to know now. Hi. But I also don't want to do it while he's still, like, physically sore from the last time, yesterday. Yeah, it was tough. Yeah, I think in the future, I'm going to definitely won't. Well, hopefully there isn't a future. That's all. Thanks, Booth. It's, I feel lucky to live here and to have them and for this to be what my life is like right now. I try to think about that sometimes when I look out and check on them in the evenings or I do anything in the field. I'm like, you know what? You never know where you're going to be or what your life's going to look like in the future. So it's nice to just be present and take a moment to soak in where you are and what you have right now, instead of looking at the future or the past, like is wont to happen sometimes. Anyways, okay. So, but it's like it's something you have to sort of meditate on, really. Like, I think without thinking about it. I mean, I had a friend who, whenever I was with them, I always felt exactly present, and I knew that. Like, every time I spent with them, it was like that was the only place on earth that there should have been. which is not something you feel all the time. And sometimes you can go your whole life, I think, without ever feeling that way. Maybe. Okay. Let's see. Hey, for these guys, I need scissors. I also lost the scissors that I used just yesterday because, of course, why would I put them back? That would be really silly of me, wouldn't it? God, there's stuff everywhere. I just really want to get this place organized, but I don't want to organize and put things away if I'm just going to have to take them down and power wash everything anyway. So, being stuck in limbo of cleaning. Oh, look, there's that push broom. Is making me feel sad. That's Ophelia's favorite saddle pad, the one with bagels on it. It's my girl. Hi, Rex. Isn't that the cutest horse? And now, looking at that, like, sweet face, don't you just feel so sad that he was innocent and he fell down in the trailer and how scary that was? See the little cut on his face? It's from that. There's a scrape on his back. But it could have been way, way, way worse. Yeah, a place for everything and everything in its place. That's a nice thing to have. I'm trying to clean the places. And so they're all in the butt. Rex's tail is stuck in his butt. You want to see? It's kind of funny. Oh, he got it out. I shouldn't embarrass him that way. You ever get your hair stuck between your butt cheeks? I can't say it happens to me all that often. But when it does, I'm usually in the shower. Hi! He is so cute. This one's cute too. Finally, they don't try to bite each other all the time. So I guess I'm redeeming all of the taco kisses that I couldn't do at night. Does him kissing me count? That should count for at least one of them, right? Hi. Rex, you're wearing some hay, buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't bite your brother. This is just a taste. Rex Buck. Nailed it. Aww. Oh, sweet buddy. Okay. What's left? Hi, Goober. We're gonna talk taco up, I guess. Does everybody have water? He has water. I think the ponies need it, but we'll just give. I cannot stand not having like the barn all organized, but I just want the power washer. Okay, let's get Rex's tacos talk out. Take the lights down with me. I don't really like this barn here. It's Taco, put your willy away. I don't want to get kicked off of Twitch for indecent exposure here. Okay. I'm gonna put this down and tack this horse up. Just need to find a good spot to do it. I guess. Like right here. That'll work. Oh, wrong direction. Okay, sorry. I do need the power washer badly. Because like then I can put everything away. I can't stand having stuff just like everywhere. The house can be like a mess, but I really like the barn area to be clean. Although, to be fair, I did have to focus more on house organization with all of the influx of visitors for a while there. And then we were in the other barn, so this place was kind of empty all of July. Out of sight, out of mind, for sure, on that one. Hey, beautiful. Okay, so we have taco stuff. Taco gets this thing here, which is called a yolk. Like, pronounced the same as egg yolk, not spelled the same. Spelled Y-O-K-E. Okay, Taco's bridle. He doesn't really need a noseband because he's a good boy. And looks like he's trying to wee though, to be honest. He's just sitting there with his ding dong out. Usually that means like urine is imminent, but I'm not really sure what. Maybe he's confused and he needs to think about it. Okay, let's go get. We're gonna go get the leather new out of. I think is it in the truck or the trailer? One of those two places. Wrong direction, Mac. God, suck at operating this thing. Where is like Graven's film skills when you need them? You have to visit and film farm stuff. I need to train Ophelia to do that. Okay, here it is. Oh, this is in here. Wonderful. I will say though, it feels really good to have the office, like my studio space, to have for everything to have its place, and it's so nice. I even have like little screws on the walls to hang the different size sewing scissors up. It's getting there. It feels really good. What are you laughing at? Oh, alright, anyway. She's ridiculous. Dad jokes. Okay. Hey, Tox. Taco has not been ridden in a long time. Because it was hot. Also, his knee was swollen. So, that's why. Okay. We're just going to put this, like, back there with my lovely leg shot. I don't know. We're still working on placement. Oop. That's not bad. Hi, sweetie. Okay, so this part gets covered in sweat, and it gets really dry and stiff, and it's already cracking, and if I don't take better care of it with, like, leather cleaner and stuff, it'll crack when I'm using it, and then it's no good. Wait, I did bring rags here, but I don't see any of them. But I have. Here they are. Hey guys. Tackling was also on the list of things to do today, but it just gets so dry, and it's really not like. I have to take care of it, or else. Wait, did that? I'm pretty sure I accidentally sprayed the wrong kind of cleaner on this. Yeah. Also, we don't clean tack with all-purpose cleaner. Nice. That would probably do more harm than good from a dryness standpoint. Hey, buddy. Tacos. This is the halter that I use for milkshakes sometimes. It's mini horse size. Yeah, so I can't lead him in with this halter because I can't catch him in the big field, but I can catch him in the straw, and so I lead him out with the halter on. Also because, like, generally when I'm leading them back out to the field, I'm about to be done, and the last thing I want to do is chase Milkshake around for 25 minutes when he decides it's a great time to take himself for a walk. So it's nice to have a bit more of a predictable end time. I've had, like when Taco crashed through the fence, I was also just about to go home for like the whole weekend of horse stuff. So, you know, I was really looking forward to air conditioning, you know, sitting down position. Nope, Taco crashes through the fence, so next 4 hours are spent waiting for the vet, blah, 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 groaning, moaning, Taco in a lot of pain, gagging at the sight of it. Yeah, fun. Happy Mother's Day to me. Poor Taco. He can't stay out of trouble, honestly. He's like, do you ever have those friends that are just constantly getting hurt? Like the kid who broke his arm 3 times or whatever. this is that kid. Right here. Hi. Pretty cute though. I like the snip on your nose. This little white dot is called the snip. He has, I guess it's a stripe. So his facial markings. Blaze is when it's a big, thick white thing that covers their whole nose. Snip is the white at the bottom. Star is like the little white right between their eyes. Okay, and now, if you want to play Barbie Horseland, whatever, you will know how to design this horse. Okay, this is also extremely dry. You need to take care of it, things, or it stop working. But it's a pain. Although I do actually like oiling tack, but I like to bring it home and like undo everything. It's like, you know, disassembling a rifle and oiling it. People like that too. I like disassembling all my equipment and sitting there on the couch, oiling it and burn everything. Usually with something entertaining on. Okay. Just getting this part. It was getting very dry. A lot of people around here at least use synthetic tack during the summer for schooling. Just because then, you know, it doesn't get ruined if you don't wipe the sweat off. Okay, we're done with that. So we need a half pad, a square pad, a girth, a saddle, a yoke, and the bridle. He does not wear splint boots or anything, nor does he need a noseband or any type of martingale, because he's just kind of putzing around right now, slowly getting back in shape, while I actually kind of decide whether or not he feels truly sound, which unfortunately I am a little bit on the fence about that. You have to leave in about 15. Where are you going, B? How dare you leave? No, I'm just kidding. Night 1 was a disappointment. Horton, are you asking about the... Have fun. Bailey, where are you going? What is it? Did you say? Oh, you're going to go stream. Awesome. Have fun. So, yeah, horses do really like routine a lot. However, they can also become dependent on routine and get, you know, their knickers quite twisted. Knickers. Pun. And if you change it. So, it's mostly the same, but it does change somewhat throughout the year. Like, so my horses live out most of the time unless it's really, really hot or really, really cold. That's fine for them and for what they're doing right now. But some horses don't. Some horses live in all the time. Some horses live out half the time. And oftentimes, around here at least, when they live out half of the time, which means out in a field, and then the other half they're in a stall, it changes. So, like, they'll be out at night during the summer months and in during the day. And then when fall comes around and when it starts, sorry, I lost my balance. When it starts getting cold, they will be in at night when it's colder and out during the day. So that will rotate. But a lot of people generally feed horses at the same time every day without fail. I do mostly, but I also know people who think that not always doing everything at the same time lowers the expectation of that, which is convenient if there is a time that you can't do it all at once. And I think that actually kind of makes sense. So I'm not as methodical, like, you know, doing everything all the same as I used to be. You're watching wrestling. Fun. I've never really watched a lot of wrestling, but some boxing. All right, Taco. I'm so much slower at the barn when I stream doing it because I spin in circles forgetting what I was doing. If you hadn't noticed, there's a lot of that. Not very efficient. Hey, bud. Let's get your streaming started. Hi, sweet pea. I love you. Hi. important part is where the saddle goes, because you don't really want the saddle or the saddle pad rubbing mud into their fur. That could cause chafing and be highly uncomfortable. But the rest of the cleaning is purely cosmetic. If you want to ride a horse covered in mud, go for it. If you don't, then spend the time to groom your horse. Obviously, we do whatever we have time for. Or energy. Whichever one of those runs out first, basically. Usually time. But occasionally not. Okay. Rexy is not being ridden today, even though well, obviously because he's got a little bump, and I think he'd probably be fine, but we'll let him not have the day off, and then I get to have a bit more of a Sunday. Although I haven't been riding as much the last couple of weeks because it's been so cold, and I'm starting to miss the exercise. And why now? Because I weigh the same amount, but my clothes are tighter, which means I've lost some muscle. No good. Not that this ride is going to be particularly straining. Rex is a lot of work to put together. Like, if you do proper flat work on Rex, 5 minutes and you're like, geez, I'm worn out. Like a whole body workout. But Taco is we're just sort of strolling around to help tone his mind down. That doesn't generally require a whole lot from me, other than staying on when he decides to like leap out from under me because a squirrel walked by. But other than that, we're not yet. Yeah, see, this is a new nick of his. We're not yet in the part of training that I would consider to be a good exercise. So, like I said, Ophelia's Mimi's going to be away, I think, next Saturday until the 27th. So I'm going to have potentially Ophelia go over there 2 days this week in the hopes that I can really, really productivize myself. Enough that, not having her, not having any help for the next 2.5 weeks will not cause me to fall behind with things. However, on the other hand, my sweet little angel is starting school in the beginning of September. So a few weeks of 24/7, 5 days a week, just Ophelia and I. Not so bad, it'll be fun. I have to soak it up while it lasts. I'll just get a lot less done. But you know what? Pretty soon I'll have plenty of time to get things done. Remember what I said about being present? When you have little kids too, it's another time when you should just sit there and read the extra book. You know what? All the other stuff really can wait. So that's what I'm doing. No, I don't have very much time and energy to get a lot of other things done, but there's plenty of time for that later. That's when you can go. Tomorrow. Okay. Bing, bing bong. That's the name she would say. Bing bong boom. Alright, do you remember when you were a little kid how much fun it was to look in the mirror? It's really funny, like, maybe it was just me. I remember looking in the mirror when I was a kid and I was like, I don't know why, but it's just so fascinating to look at your own face. Ophelia does it too, and it's hilarious. She watches herself cry. She watches herself like stomp her feet and look, make a stand. She watches herself smile and do goofy things and whatever. The watching themselves cry is actually, it's kind of funny. she like starts to cry, and then the cry will like kind of wane a little bit, but then she looks at herself in the mirror, and it's like gets doubly dramatic. Oh man. Tago, I'm glad to see you asleep. That's the kind of face I like when I'm about to get on you and you haven't been ridden in weeks. Yep. Sweet. Keep it that way, bud. Alright. Hathead. Bridle. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up Farm Stream and ride this horse. I will do more. If I did... Well, they'd have to be weekend ones. But maybe I can squeeze one in next week before Mimi leaves me for Greece. But... Good night, Boo. Thanks for joining the community here. And I'll see you in Discord. Yes. And then I'm going to spray paint and I'll be really blue. Have a good rest of your Sunday, everybody. And thanks for joining. And Taco and Rexy say hello. And Rexy thanks you for being sympathetic to his scary event yesterday. I hope that deer appreciates what Rexy and I went through. All right. Bye. Time to ride, Taco. Let's do it.